Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. And there's the bell for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Both men step back for just a moment. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good job defending the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow.
I need you to switch back.
And there's the bell to start round three. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Dios mío! Is Julio Cesar Chavez going to go down?
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
Punch, counter punch. Talk about Chavez in that last round. They get 1 minute. On to the fourth we go. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Couldn't land that jab. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Swing and a miss with the hook. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. And there's the bell for round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice job blocking the hook. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. That hook is parried away. Has to be careful for that. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not... Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tail of the tape. Hector Macho Camacho. He's 169 centimeters tall with a reach of 175 centimeters. And they'll be facing Juan Manuel Marquez, 170 centimeters tall with an identical 170 centimeters reach.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic.
Hector Macho Camacho. Juan Manuel Marquez.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. A swing and a miss with that jab. Clean jab. Insane action. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Catch and shoot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Which fighter will say no mas? That left uppercut doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. And here we go for round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
That hook won't score. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's bombs away. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. talk about Hector Camacho. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, you know, I've been in...
And there's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. They block that jab. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. That jab was blocked. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice defense with that jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The jab not finding its target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick. Just keep him on.
Back on him this round. He's starting to make mistakes and he's switching up.
One shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Get back out there and win the round. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back.
Let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart.
Just get your rhythm back and then we go again. Get out there and switch.
Straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back.
And now you're letting back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be
Loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Defense on end and think about what you do. Good work. Just the same again.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. The straight right just misses. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Back and forth they go. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. You were thinking. You're getting your
get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just get.
sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
I need you to go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out.
About it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. Don't
Working nice. Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss them. Great.
go back out there.
There's the bell for round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Marquez is dazed.
Beautiful sneak.
And he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You still want to fight.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and Juan Manuel Marquez goes to the canvas.
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twitch? Oh, he's down. He's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering.
5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles here.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. And talk about Marquez in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. And Hector Camacho couldn't take any more.
Oh, what a shot. What, oh my goodness.
3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Good counter punch. Marquez is rocked.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have gone.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.